All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, coming to you live from my front porch because we got rain. It's raining. What a shock. It's raining. It's been raining forever. And the mosquitoes are thriving, but so be it. A lot of the plants that weren't killed by the snowmageddon, are doing very well. Unfortunately, I still have plants killed by the snowmageddon that I need to remove. Too busy. It's been a long week. It's been a week, hasn't it? I guess even with the 4-day week, hanging out Monday. It's been a tiring week. Hey, Kimberlyn, good morning. Tammy, hello. People gathering. We made it. It's Friday. Yeah. But for me, Friday means work and then drive to Dallas and crash in a cheap hotel and then get up tomorrow and teach and then drive home. Hey, Cinnamon. Yep. Good morning. Man, there are mosquitoes out here. Oh, well. So be it. I knew that when I walked out the door. So what's the topic this morning? Other than loud trucks. I don't know if you can hear that rumble. There's actually two neighbors with their big contracting work trucks. One has his own hauling business or transportation. So he has a big truck with the flatbed and he moves stuff from point A to point B. And the other is a local fire chief, and so he has his big off-road truck thing there. Hey, Charles, good morning. Sherry, good morning. Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I may need more coffee. I barely have any coffee left, actually. Honestly, this morning, I was thinking, oh man, I want to have like a Rockstar energy drink. Or, something like that. But I didn't want to have that hyper energy in the morning, crash in the afternoon, and then have to drive to Dallas during that crash thing. That would just suck. So we're just flying with the basic levels of caffeine, which I admit are pretty high levels of caffeine. But hey, Jennifer. Yep. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So the cicadas. If you're allergic to seafood, don't eat cicadas. Yeah, because they have similar proteins in their shell. And so, if you think about it, like shrimp. If you're allergic to shrimp, shrimp is technically an insect, isn't it? Yeah. Is it even an arthropod? I don't know. Anyway, it's a bug. And so if you're allergic to shrimp, you're probably allergic to other bugs too. So as far as that whole cicada brood X thing, the super massive numbers of them coming out, not happening in Texas. We are not in their zone. But Geek Dice there, Sean, buddy. Yeah, the brood X is going to be hatching by you. So your job is to cook some up and tell us what they taste like. Okay, Sean? Cool. Hey, Dina, good morning. Hey, it's Kelsey. Woohoo! Wait, we made it again, tribe. Yep, thank God it's Friday. Good morning. How's your walks doing? It's been hard in the rain, hasn't it? Hey, Jonah. Good morning. Evie, hello. Sorry, cicadas do not sound appetizing. Oh, my friend, you're missing out. Just gonna let him pass. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Oh, cool. April, my yard is a jungle and I saw a pair of screech owls flying through earlier this morning. I'm guessing they may be a breeding pair and someone who knows something about birds, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought screech owls are generally very territorial and actually have a pretty big range, and they don't want other owls and screech owls in there. So except for, mating purposes. Yep, we'll get right on that. Okay, Sean. Have your daughters do it. Pay them $5. Hey, Tina. Happy Friday to you. Hey, Pam. Good morning. Overly wet here, but good. That's good to hear. Oh, cool. Donna. Good morning, all. Grandkids are here this morning, so they're listening in. All right, everyone, be on your best behavior. I guess Melanie isn't here, so we're probably safe. Speaking of which, I wonder where my parents are. Hey, Charles. Good morning, Kiri. Howdy, howdy. All right, Kelsey, not bad. I've been walking around 4,000 steps a day for the last 3 weeks, 2 miles a day. That's good. That's good. Noticing the health improvements? It doesn't take long. That was the thing that once you actually start trying to do stuff to take care of your health, you, at least in the beginning parts, you see some pretty quick improvements, and then you get that plateau that is always really demoralizing, and you just got to keep going anyway, and know that you are just, working on the fine parts of the body that are less noticeable. Their Screech Owl is definitely a couple. I've heard them calling to each other in the night, or screeching at each other like married people do. Just saying. Oh, wow. Okay, almost an inch yesterday of rain. Not bad. You kind of need it, though, don't you? Hey, Matthew. Good morning. Yep, Pam. Grands keep you young. I'm okay on holding off on that and finding out. Hey, Kimberly. Good morning. Oh, wow. Kelsey, you inspired April to walk to work the other day. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, absolutely, Kelsey. You nail head. Yeah, health maintenance is the hardest. You are right. The constantly doing the stuff just to keep your health up. That, yeah, you don't see the difference, but if you stop, you will. Here we go. My wife might try eating cicadas. She enjoys Beyond Diggy, silkworm pulpa. Those are not my favorite. Did you ever have sandworms, Sean, when you were over in Korea? They were the ones that really got me in China. And they're giant earthworms. Hey, Gregory. Hello, hello, hello. He's back and saying hi. Breaking out of your shell. Hey, Jennifer. Good morning. Mariah. Good morning. Yep. Gets harder the older we get because we have to do more to maintain the health of our youth. B Squared Bullard, good morning. Will you be near Amarillo area anytime in the near future? Would love to participate in a foraging class. No, unfortunately, I don't have any contacts up in the Amarillo area, like a park or a nature preserve or anything that can host me. The way I do it nowadays is some organization hosts me at their location so that they, like their insurance covers the whole event and they handle the registration and so forth. And I just give them a W-9 and an invoice, and they give me some of the money, and they take some of the money, and everyone is happy. So if you know or have contacts at, say, a botanical garden, nature preserve, park, something like that, nature center in the Amarillo area, I would love to come up there and teach because I've never been to Amarillo. Have them reach out to me, contact me, and we'll get something set up. How does that sound? I know it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work for me too. Okay. Oh man, Evie. And we got number 2 inches of rain so far. Yowza. That's a lot of rain. Love watching the ducks and geese bathing in the puddles. It's nice to see the geese like bathing in the puddles because that means they're not attacking us. Kimberlyn says, Pam Boyle Nyson, your mind young, body exhausted after I've heard my coworkers who have them. The grandkids? Yep. Yep, Sean. I've seen sandworms, could not be convinced to try them. they live up to your taste expectations. Like I said, big earthworms the thickness of my finger. I mean, they really look like the sandworms from Dune, shrunk down to little size, sour, and texture. But protein, yeah. Hey, Henry, good morning. Hey, John. Nicole, howdy, howdy. Hey, I guess you're still have most of the summer to go before your mystery trip with you and your mom. That's going to be interesting. You know you're going to have to like give a whole big report back to the tribe when you get back from that thing. You don't need an exercise program, Kiri. You're a farm girl. You get your exercise doing exactly what you're saying. I don't have an exercise program. I just haul feed bags, alfalfa, etc. Oh, wow. Okay, April, walking to work, some guy yelled at me from his truck, hey, there's a turtle in the road back there. Can you help it? Sure enough, our Raider slider was trucking down the road. I scooped it up and brought it to the creek. Yay, and the turtle was saved. And it granted you 3 wishes. No. That's cool. It's cool that the person, driving the truck saw someone walking and said, hey, can you go rescue that turtle? It's not surprising that you rescued the turtle, but it's good to hear that someone else, started the chain of events instead of like swerving to run over the turtle. Oh boy, Pam. Yep, very true. I have 3 boys under 12. The thing is, eventually and very soon, you will have 3 boys over the age of 20. And that's when that's when a lot of things happen. But anyway. All right. Okay, cool. B squared Bullard. I will do that. Or I will do what I can. Thank you. Yeah. So museums, history museums, living farms, any one that has property and might have interest in hosting a foraging class. And like I said, I do these things as a mutual benefit. They get money, I get money. It's all good. And then I can give them references to like assorted, Texas state historic sites and all that, so they can find out, if this guy with the mohawk and the growly voice is actually legit or a fruitcake. And surprisingly enough, the answer is both. Yeah, speaking of historic sites, June 12th, the San Jacinto Battlegrounds here over by the east side of Houston. So you Houstonians, I haven't had many foraging classes in the Houston area, so check it out. Hey, Laura. We need to set up another phone call and talk more about getting Medicine Man stuff up into Canada, Laura, because I had an interesting discussion, and I'm wondering if I'm making it harder than it needs to be. Don't know. Yeah, Amarillo is a long drive. Anywhere worth going in Texas is a long drive from wherever you are, unless you're in a place that's worth going to, which most places are, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it would be another hip camp sort of event. Drive up there, hotel room, teach, hip camp that night, come on back. Yep, worms are survival food, and earthworms in the scheme of things aren't that bad. It's the giant sandworms that were really unpleasant in multiple levels. But again, maybe it depends on the cook. I don't know. Hey, Amanda, good morning. All right, here. Oh, I'm south of Amarillo, maybe 4 or 5 hour drive. Have to check. I-10 is 1 hour north of me. Okay. Okay, a few years ago you were near Tyler. Any plans on being up here again? The closest I'll be to Tyler right now that I have scheduled, it's Alto, Texas, the Cato Mounds Historic Site, which is still probably more than an hour southwest of Tyler. But yeah, and that will be in October. And that event at Cato Mounds Historic Site will be a morning forage, afternoon cook, evening feast class. So it's going to be an all-day event of not just foraging, but then cooking, actually cooking the stuff and eating the stuff. So pretty excited about that one. It's really exhausting for me, but the people love it. So anywho, oh, oh, okay, that's the grands that are 3 under 12. Okay. I was a little confused how you had grandkids and 3 boys under 12 and decided, you know what, just don't ask. Speaking of which, I still haven't seen my folks. I wonder if they're... All right. Yeah, and that's the question. As long as you put the turtle in the direction it was originally going, because they are kind of, what's the word? Not territorial, but they're locked into a particular area, and if you take them out of that area, they can get confused and depressed, and you don't want a depressed turtle. You don't want a turtle hit by a car either, so it's kind of a toss-up. What? I was once told by a nurse practitioner that ranch work is not exercise. I was so in shock that my brain stopped working. Yeah, my brain too. That would get them the look, and then finding a new practitioner. Lots of road crossing turtles this year, red ears and alligator snapping. I love the snapping turtles. Just seeing them, I mean, they just like war beasts. Yeah, they're just badass. So you're saying I can set up a whole Canadian tour? Okay, well, let's talk. Yeah, we had a lot of talk. I need to talk to my buddies up there about the ground penetrating radar. Anyway, yeah, we need another phone call. So yeah, international foraging sensation Merriweather going to Canada maybe once Canada opens up and things like that. My mom's family is from Clarendon, about an hour from Amarillo. It would be awesome to have you there. Find a place to host me. Yeah, that's mildew and dampness. Ooh. Would you all lift up my son Kevin, his wife Amanda, their son Silas, he's 10, and baby Olivia? They all have coronavirus. Thank you, tribe. Oh, dear Lord, such a task you've laid upon that family, and the stress and the strain, but we know through your love and your guidance in Jesus' name, be healed. As thankfully, it seems like, unless they have secondary health issues, knocking on wood, the chance of any sort of real long-term problems or anything like that is middling. Hey, Cleo, good morning. Chirpy is especially insightful today. He's always insightful. He's a wise bird. He always makes me feel dumb when I talk to him, but so be it. Hey, Julie, good morning. Julie Gracie in the house. Julie Gracie in the house. I just like seeing you say hi every morning, Julie. Because it's like, you seem like an introvert, but you've found a place to be, and it makes me feel good that you hang out with us every morning. So, I'm seeing, I'm watching. All right. Yep. It sounds like the nurse practitioner has apparently never done ranch work. This is true. All right, Kelsey, have a good walk. Get those muscles moving, get the blood moving, get the lymph system moving. Remember, the lymph system doesn't have a heart beating. It requires you moving to pump that around. And the lymph system is just about as important as the heart system. So keep it up. BJ. Okay, there are a lot of sumac berry clusters coming up. When is the best time to harvest? So once the berries are a bright red, go over, lick your finger, rub it on some of the berries, and then lick your finger again. If it tastes tangy, you're good to go. It's time to harvest them. And then pretty much then into the winter. As long as the berries still have that tangy flavor, lick and rub and lick again. Or just go and lick the plant, but it's a little more hygienic to lick your finger. Well, depending on what you're touching. Anyway, yeah. You want to taste the berries, see if they have that tart, tangy flavor. And if they do, you're good to go. But it's a little early yet. like I said, you want them kind of a ketchup, red color. Tomato ketchup red. If they have red berries, but they have this white, crusty, crystalline stuff around it that you can actually see, that white, crusty, crystalline stuff is what you're after. And so if you see loads of that on there, it is definitely time to harvest it. Ooh, yeah. The Sibley Nature Center. That'd be a great place. In fact, years ago I talked to them, but I just couldn't get out there because it's a long drive. Amarillo is 3.5 hours from me. I need to see about Sibley Nature Center here. Yeah, definitely talk to them. Exactly. Phone calls to discuss medicine men in Canada is always an awesome idea. Yeah. So I was talking to another small business owner friend of mine and asked him about, do they sell internationally? And they said, yeah, of course. And I said, how? What about all the paperwork? And he said, what paperwork? You know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, there's that. All right, Amanda, definitely. Yep, Alto is close to Nacogdoches. It's going to be a good one. The last time we did it, we found all sorts of mushrooms, and yeah, it was really, really good. And this time, it's going to be even better. Do I have? I think I have. I think I have it. I don't know if I have it up on my upcoming classes yet or not. Hold on. Origin, Texas. Upcoming classes. Scroll. No, I don't yet. Okay, so I need to get it up there. But yeah, to register, once the information is up there, they actually require you to call the museum there at the Cato Mounds, call the historic site itself. There's only like 4 people that work there, and they'll take down the credit card number and put you on the list and things like that. So yeah, that's one of my favorite places to teach. It's so good. So many plants. All right, let's see. Okay. Mom and Dad, good morning, tribe. Sunny, humid morning here. Supposed to get in the high 90s today and the weekend. You are going to be hotter than us, Dad, Mom. It's not, when I checked the thermometer in my weather app, it was 71 degrees here with a 91% humidity. But I think the high for the weekend is only going to be around 83, but stormy torrential downpours most of the time. Let's see. When am I going to be? I got the Austin ones set up here, or Wimberley. Let's see, June 12th. September 11th, I will be in San Antonio. And actually, maybe September 5th. I need to update this. Let me just see here. 11th. Okay, wait. Okay, there's September 11th. I have to check into that. I got the date set. I guess I don't have them readily available. But I won't be returning to San Antonio or Austin really until the fall. During the summertime, the classes kind of come to a screeching halt. It's not up yet, but I will be at Dripping Springs Library on August 6th. So I'll be doing a PowerPoint presentation and also a plant walkabout there. Oh, Evie, you got to come. Bring an apron. Get ready to get cookie. Oh, man, Caprock Canyon would be awesome. Yeah, or Valley and Palador, both of those. They're on my list to go, so yeah. What the hell was that? So yeah, definitely talk to them. And if they need info from other state park rangers about bringing me in, I can hook them up with people. Let's see. What's bad is when your friends ask you to pray for great grandchildren, and his friend is not. Oh, and this friend is not that old. Yep. Yeah, we were both going the same way. That's good, the turtle. I have no idea where it came from, though. There's so much flooding. Yeah. It was probably trying to escape that. That's kind of like saying you can have butterflies but not bees. Yeah, or still working with that. It's one of the many things. Hey, Roxana, I'm more social here than anywhere else, and we love you for it. That's awesome. Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, thanks. On a treadmill, so not a lot to say. But you're here, and you're listening to me, and the tribe is here, and you're part of the big vibration. So, hey, I always appreciate that. Dina, I tried Weight Watchers, but gave that up after 10 points for 8 hours of barn work. Forget that. Yeah. Oh, my. Oh, my. Hey, Tim. Good morning. Ah, interesting. Okay, Sean, the wife said that Koreans do not eat cicadas. Silkworms, grasshoppers, yes, but other bugs, not so much. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my, I had to leave a Facebook group last week after I saw a post about I didn't build my flower garden for bees. I just shook my head at the responses and left the group to keep my brain from exploding. Probably a good move. Good morning. Traveling to Virginia today. Do you think I will hear the cicadas? My understanding from looking and hope, So yeah, I looked up where the brood X will be hatching because I wanted to eat it. But yeah, Virginia, they should be there. So if you hear a loud in the trees, that's probably the cicadas. Hey, Carol, good morning. How are you? All right. Anyone meet a kangaroo dog? I'm watching one. She's almost jumped our 8-foot fence and are regularly finally sitting on my kitchen counter and table like a cat. Interesting. There we go, Henry. I was thinking Caprock also. That would be nice. Telling you, Laura, yeah, you need to move to Texas for multiple reasons. Bring all your friends, too. Hey, Alexi, good morning. Yep, talking about other places in Texas makes me want to do weekend getaways. Yep, there's a lot of cool places. Hey, John Andrew, I'm back, my babies. Welcome back. Hopefully you brought donuts for everyone. Nah. Hey, Carol, Soggy Woodville. Yep. So I'm awake now. That's good to know. Yes and yes. And it's all in the cooking. And of the two, the flavor of the grubs is slightly better, but the visual aspects are worse. So like with the worms, and neither raw, but like worms kind of fried up and chopped up, and they're like little lo mein noodles type thing. They're actually not bad at all. A little gritty, a little dirty. The grubs, even after you've cooked them and stuff, they still look grubby, and so you kind of have to adjust your thought process to get them down. But once they're in their mouth, they're fine. My cats didn't expect that. They were like, what was that? Neither did the neighbors, apparently. But no, we will. So Roxana is asking, will we get brood X here in Texas? And no. Basically, the Arkansas, like the upper northeastern corner of Arkansas, will be about where the edge of the brood X ends. So, yep, not us. We have the cicadas, but ours apparently are like not the 17-year or on a different schedule, or because the brood X is in a very high population density area, it gets all the, the fame and fortune, where lower areas of population density, like across the south and southwest, even though we do have our own brood X, they don't get the airplay that the ones up in the East Coast area does. Housework can be a good exercise too, but it isn't considered so. Yeah, if you're doing it right, it's good exercise. Okay, so apparently I can't tell if people appreciated my cicada imitation or disliked it. I was not ready for this cicada. It actually should have been a little higher pitched, but I'm not a high pitched guy. So there's that. Saw the 7-year cicadas in Tennessee. Scary, but not as scary as your imitation of them. Oh, Lord. In Ohio, the news is making a big deal out of the 17-year cicada thing. They're all scared of them. Mosquitoes. Apparently, sounding like a cicada attracts mosquitoes. I'll have to keep that in mind. Hey, Johnny and C4. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Carol, nutgrass is taking over. Any easy to prepare recipes? Seems more calories are spent processing the tiny nuts. So, yeah. The nice thing about the nut sedge is that even the little plants and the little shoots are edible too. So you can pinch those off, and then I will put them in a curry or some other like a crock pot, sort of slow cook pot roast sort of thing, where they're given some time just to be steamed and broken down some. So not just the nuts, but the young plants themselves, and just cook them and tenderize them that way. The main thing you're getting from that is some minerals, some chlorophyll, things like that. The nuts, yeah. Again, after you've dug up the soil, you're right about collecting the nut sedge nuts, because you basically have to pull up the soil, sift through the soil, get the little nuts, clean them off. But at that point, if you just put them in like a wok and roast them a bit until they turn brown and start to smell good, and every so often pop one in your mouth, they're really good. So kind of roast them. Once they're roasted, you can just eat them raw. If you have a flour mill, you can grind it into a flour. It will be a gluten-free flour, so you can't make the raised breads. But you can also make a nut sedge milk, kind of like almond milk, where you put it in the blender and whip it with water. Some puree it, chop it. Don't smoothie it. I guess you could smoothie it, but generally you get it coffee ground size pieces and let it soak in the water overnight, and then strain it out, and then drink the water. Well, drink the milk from it at that point. I've made a really good hummus recipe where using the roasted and then boiled little nut sedge nutlets as the chickpeas. And if you don't have enough to make a full hummus, you can mix it, with however much chickpea and little nut sedge nuts you want. And that's really good too. Okay. Oh, you upset the birds outside my house. Okay, good morning. Do you have to let grubs, worms detox before eating them like snails? So the main issue, not with grubs. Grubs are pretty straightforward because grubs are herbivores. They are eating, either the wood of a, like a dead tree, or down here, the earth mothers, when you're digging in your garden and you see these white grubs with the kind of brown head, they eat the roots of the plants, and so they really don't need any detoxification. The earthworms usually have a gut of dirt, so some people recommend like putting them on lettuce for a day and letting them poop out and basically starve the worm some. And if you want to do that, go ahead and do that, or you just eat the dirt and go minerals. So, all right, let's see. I heard that Brood X is as cool a Generation X as Generation X. Is this true? Well, as a Generation Xer, we don't give up. If someone else wants to call, it's cool. Whatever. I don't care. So, yeah. I guess, in a way, I can see the Brood X and the Generation X being kind of the same, in that, we're just going to do what we're going to do. Kind of jaded, a little bitter, kind of, no illusions about the wonderfulness of life and the ability to change the world or anything like that. It's like, let's just let us do our own thing. And that's what the Brood X, I think, is doing too. Rosie is a chicken. You have a chicken cat. Cool. All right. It's 7:54. Time for the group take. Yay, group take. So, going backwards. I don't know. I like to do it in order. The liver pill. For those of you doing cicada imitations at work today, you got to do it from low in the gut. And it's hard to get lower in the gut than the liver. Well, I get, dropping. Okay, hold on a second. We got the silica packets in there, but they get in the way after a while. Okay. So, yeah, we got to take care of the liver. You got to take care of the brain. If you want, they do, freestanding, free association, remembering stuff from long ago. The immune pill. COVID is still out there, just saying. You have an immune pill. Its purpose is to protect you. But a lot of what we do in modern life kind of counteracts our immune system. A libido pill, like I said, the bottle is empty, and I've been asked to not refill it for a while, so. The blood pressure pill. For those of you where the doctor's saying, you're getting kind of close there. And like I said, I don't have high blood pressure, but there are other benefits from the herbs that go to the Medicine Man website. Look up the blood pressure. You can read all about the chemistry and the powers and so forth. The Serenity pill. I'm debating on this one. I think I'm still feeling okay. This morning when I woke up, I was just tired and just, oh man, why did I ever set the donut shop? And then it's like, because I need you. And I was right. I need you. So thank you for being here. Uric acid pill, taking care of the uric acid in joints, and the kidney pill, and the kidney stone pill, but also general kidney health. So daily take. So there has been a delay. Now it's looking more like the first week in July. Okay, there we go. Let's see. All right, do cicadas live in open and ground like a 3/4 inch hole? I want to say yes. because they grow underground and then they come out. But yeah, either that or the June beetles, June bugs. Do we have any June bugs around here right now? The June bugs will also leave small holes. Ooh, okay. Cicada killers leave the hole. Interesting. I'm the crazy Indian lady. I learned from Aunt Ella, who had very particular critters hanging all over her house. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now I'm curious. All right. Oh, Carol. Okay, thanks for the info on the nutsedge. Lots of recipes. I still have not tried it. Sounds like they're not peeled. Nope, nope. You just eat the whole thing. Can we eat our way through the bug apocalypse? That'd be my plan. I had a long discussion yesterday with Heather Barnes, the person who's doing the photographs for the revised version of my foraging book. And on Instagram yesterday, she had a little reel about how she found a scorpion in her house and was kind of freaked out. And it's like, that's food. Scorpions are great. You got to roast that puppy up and eat it. And she was less than impressed. All right, Jennifer, would the Serenity Pill help with depression? Let's talk after the show, because I have to be very careful about what I say, because depending on how things are said, they could trigger the FDA coming down upon me. So we'll talk. Okay, I've heard a few people say put the earthworms in water to make them purge, then dry them on a warm rock. That would actually probably work. I mean, it's kind of like what you do with crawfish, or yeah, don't you put them in like some salt water or something, and they can go blah, and then away you go. Yep, I've always wondered if I could just chuck the silica packet in the bottles. I wage a battle with mine every morning. Once the bottle is about half empty, yeah. The issue is, especially here in Texas, when it's humid, like it's 91% humidity outside here. So every time you open the bottle, you get a little moisture in there, and over time that moisture can start making the capsules stick together, because they're designed to dissolve, in water in the stomach. And so it's best to keep it in there. But yeah, it's a pain in the tuchus too. So, oh well. Okay. Jeff, can we use the wild lettuce we have down here for pain? If so, when is the best time to harvest? Unfortunately, the wild lettuce, what is it? Lacata cerola, the one that actually has the measurable amounts of morphine in it, does not grow wild in Texas. People have successfully ordered seeds and gotten it to grow. But yeah, the wild lettuce around here in Texas, the closest, it's basically up in the East Coast and California are the two places where it grows wild. Unfortunately not in Texas. And the other wild lettuces we have here do not have that the morphine content. Alexa, I would totally forget my supplements if it wasn't for the accountability group of this group. Yep, that's why we're doing it. Got to do the morning take. All right. It is 8:01. So quick. Hey, Lenore. Good morning. Okay, could I put silica packets in a salt shaker to keep the salt from hardening? Yeah. A better thing though is add some dry rice grains to it. That's the old timers trick. Add some, like 10 or 15 grains of rice to your salt shaker, and the rice will slowly work the same way as a silica packet, and away you go. Hey, Bernice. I'm so glad we had this time together. No, sorry. Hi. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my neighbors. Oh, man. Okay. Send me a direct message, D. Any suggestions on fibromyalgia management? send me a direct message. We'll talk about that. But I got to get going. Lots going on at Medicine Man. Lots going on in life. So again, Mom, Dad, love you. I'm glad you're here. Tribe, love you. Glad you're here. Like I said, I need you way more than you probably need me. So at this point, have a great weekend. Those of you I'll see in Dallas tomorrow, cool. I get to see you in Dallas. And otherwise, see you Monday. All right. Whoops. End broadcast.